I just arrived to Vets. It's 9:30 a.m. I need to put the turkey in to cook for 3.5 hours. So here, I have a drip pan because I want hot air to come from underneath. Also, this brand had tied the drumsticks here, and this is good because that way it cooks as a whole piece and these pieces don't get burned. The wings, I'm gonna have to find a way to tuck those in. And this is just basics of cooking it. I do skin side up. And then I have the oven. I'm gonna reach it to 400 degrees. What that's gonna do is gonna give me this even sear. I'm gonna have to keep a very close eye on it because I don't want it to burn. I'll give it a sear, drop it down to 325, low and slow. I want it juicy. It's gonna cook extremely fast. So once I get it in the oven, we'll watch it sear, and this is Thanksgiving for Kids Club. So I put it in the oven for 30 minutes. It's not quite to the darkness I want it at yet, and I'm gonna leave it in a little bit longer. This is almost OB color. We're gonna change it to 325. Wow, look how golden beautiful she is. So, I think that's the outfit. I still have a day job, and I still work in the action sports industry for a company called AFTCO. And AFTCO is the American Fishing Tackle Company, a manufacturer that contributes 10% of all their revenue every year to ocean conservation. My boss, I call the god. The president has invited me to go fishing with him tomorrow. I'm very honored to accept the invitation, and tomorrow we're gonna be hunting halibut. It's for the Hub's ocean research facilities. It's just cool to be invited to something like that and to take part in something that I know is gonna help the ocean. And I get to fish. I get to like miss a day of work for it.
Yeah, buddy, you got that right.
Say hi to the 3 people from Hub SeaWorld Research Institute, Rory, Mark Drawbridge, and Eric. Come on in, they can't see you.
Let's catch some fish, huh?
Okay, so what we're doing is we can catch halibut and we can catch white sea bass under their collection permit. That's it. Everything else that we catch has to be returned to the ocean.
You'll never believe what happened. I couldn't have been any more luckier that day. I actually caught the biggest halibut. Dude. I mean, it's always good times with good people and meeting new guys, and you're out fishing. Can't hate the day. I have a frozen turkey here for my family. I have ham for this family too, and this is the turkey for number 2 that I'll be cooking for Thanksgiving, Veterans Park. Turkey number 2 is for a potluck with the staff we had at the park for the community. Afterwards, there was a Soulection show I couldn't miss. It's right here on your right, Mom.
Oh my God, it's so bright.
What? You got it on your eye?
No, I know.
What?
I thought it's a small one. I thought it's a big one now.
Did you put this tamari too?
That one.
Premium soy sauce?
Just look at you. Okay, so this is Thanksgiving. We are doing Thanksgiving Filipino style this year with soy sauce and a lemon turkey.
At least.
So that's one whole lemon. You probably put a cup of soy sauce. Just
Yeah.
enough to base it. Wait, so what temperature do you normally cook it at, Mom?
I put it 350. I don't know the turkey.
I'll grab it for you, Mom. Okay, I need to make ice cream. This is a dough pan. It has a very thick bottom, so it'll distribute heat better, and I'm going to be using that for, it'll better for the milk thing, ice cream stuff I'm making. I'm having to make 2 pies because my niece is bragging to their friends about my s'more ice cream pie. My personal fave is the almond milk because it has more of a savory component to it. Silver will be regular milk. This will be almond milk. So it's 2.5 cups milk. 1 cup heavy cream. The heavy whipping cream is the most essential ingredient to making ice cream. What actually captures air while it's churning, and then it freezes, and then it makes ice cream, and it makes it that creamy, velvety texture. All right, 12 ounces, 6 ounces is half, and then I want 4 ounces of that. If I had a scale, I'd measure this, but I'm just gonna have to use my hands for now. This is how I measure it. I know I'm kind of doing this loosely and not really following the recipe, and I highly recommend that you follow the recipe. All I know is what I'm trying to do here is kind of make a glorified hot chocolate. And as long as I know a little bit of this is in there and I can taste a little bit of that, my final product is gonna come together. I do not doubt that. Oh, and don't make the same mistake I did and not forget to check the edges. Everything on the bottom needs to be melted, well combined, and then we're gonna cool this down. I know what you're thinking, salt in sweet doesn't make sense, but if you don't have it, you kind of notice the difference. Next thing I'm going to do is make an ice bath, and this is going to help cool our hot base liquid a lot faster so that I can get to the churning part. No. 3 separate bowls, one for egg whites, the next one is for egg yolks for almond milk, and egg yolks for regular milk. So we temper this because we don't want the eggs to cook, if you didn't know that. Well, so the egg has a lot of proteins, like trillions of it, and if we didn't put the eggs, it'd be kind of grainy because there'd be ice crystals there. So the proteins in the egg actually kind of combine it all together and gives it that more velvety, more texture. Yeah. So by putting a little bit at a time, I am not increasing the egg yolk's temperature by too much, and it's just kind of tempering it. Does it make sense? After I've put in a significant amount, I've changed the temperature of the egg yolks, I can go ahead and just pour the rest in. I like to drop it into an ice bath right after I've done tempering it. It helps bring down the temperature a lot faster. While it's churning, I like to get the marshmallow fluff and line the graham cracker pie crust with it before I pour the ice cream in. Top it off with some marshmallows. And add some chocolate chips. put a lid on it, refrigerate it for several hours or until soft through the middle.
Soy sauce, lemon, turkey, huh?
Make sure to eat dinner before dessert, take a nap, and then play soccer with your nieces and nephews. What did you call my vlog earlier, Ate?
The diary.
That's so mean. It's a journal.